Good morning and happy Saturday. Welcome to class, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about the contingency for sale of the buyer's property, also known as the COP. I know a lot of you have had some questions, so I want to clarify this form to the best of my ability, and hopefully it helps you out. This is an addendum to the purchase contract, so this top section is going to be filled out according to the RPA. If we go down here, sale of the buyer's property, this first section, you're going to fill out the address of the property that your client needs to sell. The time frame that this is referencing basically means that the buyer's property must sell before they can purchase the seller's property, thus the contingency. When you do get in contract and you actually close on the property, if there's a gap there, then you'll want to notify within 2 days after the close of escrow that property has closed. You would need to notify the other property. Oftentimes they're going to be back-to-back escrows, so sometimes you don't have to disclose that if it's within the 2 days. The contingency does remain in effect. However, there's cancellation clauses on there that we'll get down to in paragraph 8. For this section, 2 or 3, you are going to be selecting either item 2 or item 3. It's either the buyer's property is not in escrow or the buyer's property is in escrow. If it is in escrow, you're going to fill out the escrow information here. If it's not, it either is listed or it's not listed. So you're going to put that information that's relevant to the contract. Now, by default, the buyer's going to have 17 days to enter into escrow on the buyer's property. This can go up or down depending upon how you feel about that and how the negotiation does happen, but standard day is going to be 17 days. If we go down here to section 4, cancellation of the buyer's property. So if you do get in escrow on that sale and the other buyer ends up backing out, canceling, whatever it may be, you have to notify the seller of the property that your client's trying to buy within 2 days after that cancellation. So generally, if you get into this situation, what you want to do, as well as notifying them, is try to renegotiate timelines. So you want all your timelines to match up. Section 5, seller right to cancel. By default, the seller can cancel. They can accept another offer. They do have to give you notice. Typically, it's going to be a 3-day notice, as you'll see down in section 8. So it's just a warning that the seller does have the right to cancel, but that can be prevented or protected with certain timelines. Section 6, buyer right to cancel. We all know that the buyer has several rights to cancel, so it does apply whether it's a contingent offer or not. Section 7, time periods. Now this section is pretty important. Without this being checked, so if this box remains blank, the time periods in the RPA stand. All those time periods would be the EMD, the inspection, the loan, and even the close of escrow. If you check this box, what happens is all those time frames begin when you deliver that evidence that the buyer's property is in escrow. So if the RPA was a 30-day close of escrow and this box was not checked, you have to close in 30 days regardless of the contingency. If this box is checked, you have to close within 30 days of entering in contract on the contingent property. Buyer's deposit, typically, regardless, it's going to be entered into escrow within 3 days. That's a practice that we always want to keep. If you check this box, it would be 3 days after it is accepted. So backup offers and seller right to have the buyer remove contingencies or cancel. By default, the seller can accept any offer at any time and give you 3-day notice to perform. To protect that, what you would want to do is have a delayed right. So here it's an immediate right, or B, it's a delayed right. So if you check this and you get the delayed right, that protects your buyer for their first 17 days of acceptance or during the term of the whole agreement. So this is very important when you're representing a buyer. You want to have that protection in there In the 17 days, typically what I try to do is match that with the 17 days up here as well. So those will be the two dates that you do want to make sure are matched up. If you do it for the term of the agreement, that would be for the term of the RPA. So if it's 30-day close of escrow, they couldn't accept a backup offer until those days are up, at which time, if they do accept a backup, they do have to give you a 3-day notice on that documentation. I hope that provides some clarity. If you have questions, get back to me. And I just saw a tab that came through. I got an offer accepted. Bam! Have a good Saturday.